For me and my family, peace is always an option. But today, choose violence. Now in a can.
Do you have any information on what they stole?
I don't know. But as long as they don't touch the peanut butter, because I did stuff to it.
Look at you being all awake and stuff. You're reading words, and you probably aren't even stabbing anybody right now. You deserve a coffee, you little ray of sunshine.
I just tell if stop juicing, dropping this out my lifestyle. I just tell if it's true that I don't even know if you go without the beginning.
I'm Judy. I have cafe. Come for breakfast.
Hey folks, Mike Barron here. Every time we do a crowdfunder, we place it on Fund My Comic because Luke Stone is a great guy. He's a stand-up guy. And most importantly, Fund My Comic is very comic creator friendly. They won't kick you off if some purple-haired freak writes in and tells them to kick you off. His fees are also very low. I recommend Fund My Comic for any comic or graphic novel projects you intend to do.
In the middle of the night, or early Friday morning, depending upon where you are in the world, a group of experienced comics professionals get together to examine and instruct about the art form that they love. That's great comic artwork on Comics by Night, Fridays at 5 a.m. Eastern, here on the Indie Comics Network, indiecomicsnetwork.com.
What was that? This is not a charade.
Good morning, Randy.
What a crowd. Yeah.
Another
good morning.
Thursday. What a
Yeah.
beautiful Thursday morning. We're
Beautiful
going to be
Thursday.
scraping into the 80s today, but it's definitely not as hot as it is here in this frying pan this morning.
It's just scraping the windows a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Here on the car. Yeah.
Yep, we had frost about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Midwest. Weather by Sybil.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's a
Crazy.
reference that only half of your audience got, by the way.
But only
If
half,
that.
only
Yeah.
half of my audience, maybe. I think at this point, maybe a fourth to maybe an eighth.
Never know.
The older the audience,
More obscure the references. There we are.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
That was for you guys. That was for you. Thinking of you. Yeah. You know, they've got Google. If they don't know that one, they can Google it.
Probably.
We'll let them Google it. Well, Randy, convention season.
So
It's gonna be one of those days. Randy's gonna be one of those days. Words
I hear you.
hard.
Yep.
More
coffee.
Convention season is in full swing for a lot of
Yes.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you done any conventions yet?
I was at Kalamazoo 2 weekends ago. Yeah.
Kalamazoo.
It was a good
I've
show,
been to
too.
Kalamazoo.
Got to talk to Bob Hall for a while. Gave a copy of Atlantean 3 to Bart Sears, who actually really liked it. And he said he loved it. Let's keep it up.
Good old Bart Sears.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see him. Have you found any good, like, treasures at one of these conventions yet? They're like, oh, I wouldn't.
Not in a while, but the conventions are getting thinner and thinner with comic dealers. And a lot of those comic dealers, I do have to admit, I did pick up a bunch of sets at the Kalamazoo show because they were offering them at half price, and had a chance to read Doomsday Clock for $1 a book. I'm not going to turn it away.
So I'm going to admit something.
No matter how horrible it is, I'll find out. But it won't
there are
cost me
hardly
$1.
any comic conventions at all
Mhm.
around here. Like we've got
Comic
Indianapolis.
conventions are getting rarer and rarer all over.
Yeah. So like, well, there's really hardly any conventions
Yeah.
for folks around here. I really am thinking about doing
IndieCon.
like an IndieCon that's like near almost free for people to attend.
I'm sure that title's already taken, but yeah, I get your
I don't
drift.
even care. We'll call it AmishCon.
We should do it. Yeah, I'm the con.
AmiCon. I don't know. We'll call it something.
I've
But
been talking about doing the same thing. There are a couple of old paper shows, 1-day shows, in old VFW halls in Detroit that are still classic. I mean, you walk in and it's just like the old time conventions. All you have are comics, some records, some paperbacks, some hardbacks here and there, maybe one or two Craftians or an artisan here or there. You know, like they had a full size stand up Vampirella behind somebody's table that somebody was trying to sell, and it's just wild, good old time stuff like that. That's where I found my copy of. I don't know if I have it here. I found giant Batman 80-page giant annual. This is the book. I had my my butt spanked with a coal shovel for smuggling into the house. So
it was worth it.
Had to get a copy of it. All Dick Sprang artwork, all
And that was the day
violent
the fetish was
superheroes.
born.
Yeah, yep. Well, that's the day they,
Sorry.
just they were just reinforcing my my passion. That's all.
Do you draw the Flintstones naked? There's a market for that.
I could do that if I thought there was proper distribution out there.
If there was proper distribution, we'd be doing it right now.
There's a market. There's people that want to buy that stuff, but you can't get it out to
do it
them.
now.
Yep. Unless you
So,
do a crowdfund campaign. Pray that Kickstarter lets you show it in the first place, or put it over on Fund My
dude,
Comic.
I've got a
Do your best.
campaign. I've got a campaign to show off today.
Is it a
that
good one?
Nobody else was touching. Yeah.
Is that like Cecil's book? Oh my God.
No, not even like that. I mean, that one. Obviously.
I read the
Obviously,
description.
no one touched in that one.
Read the description to that one and said, "Good luck."
Have fun with that. Let's see how that works out. Boy, man.
I love
Hey, he's done really
funmycomic.com because you can put anything up there you want.
Anything you want up there.
Anything, as long as it's the
Within
campaign's
reason.
family friendly. You put it up
Within
there
reason, yeah.
and run with it. Yeah. Well, within reason. Yeah.
What on earth was that?
We were talking about the Anarchist Cookbook yesterday. That was kind of interesting, where they were talking about, it's forbidden knowledge, folks. Well, I'm sitting there going, no, that thing's been re-edited about 20 times, and all of the really dangerous stuff's been taken out of it. So if you buy a current copy of the Anarchist Cookbook from somebody and you're afraid you're going to be put on somebody's list, you're going to be put on somebody's list for nothing.
Oh man. If I had a dime for every list that I was on.
Oh yeah, here you go. I'm sure I'm on a good dozen of them too. I used to sell the Anarchist Cookbook. I worked at a bookstore that wasn't afraid to carry censored material, and in fact had a really, shall we say, hardcore adult aisle that we had to check everybody's ID for. But we did sell. We kept it behind the counter. It was in a spiral notebook, and we had to take the license number of anybody that bought a copy just in case something blew up that wasn't supposed to. Anyway.
So I'm going to share this.
Yeah, we sold that book for a little bit.
I'm going to share this campaign. I want you to see it. So, what is wrong with me? What have I done?
Posted a link to the Atlantean page. That's only got another day or so left on the campaign. And then we're probably going to shut that down because that book's done and almost ready to go to press. What do we have here? I can see, he hasn't started it yet?
No. So
okay.
It's approved, has not yet started. I can't remember what the start date is on this one. But okay, so dude, check this thing out. All right. This is an animated film.
He wants to do an animated film.
No, it is an animated film. Like
okay.
I think most of this is done.
Really?
It's been in production since 2013.
Oh man.
The pink site and the green site both would not let them come on.
What did they say was wrong with it?
Well, let's watch the trailer. I'll show you.
Okay.
And usually you get a script and you kind of it's kind of hard to get past the 5th page, and you may put it aside and think you're going to finish it at some point, which you rarely do, if ever. And I never put this one down.
Shoulder! Shoulder! Money down! Dog
Rusty, I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be like this. There's a better life out there beyond Dogtown.
Oh. So then when I did read it and I sat down, I couldn't stop reading it, didn't answer my phone, and was in tears. Max was ready to give his life today, and so am I.
I'm doing you a favor, you ungrateful cur. You may have the others fooled, but not me.
When I get a hold, I don't let go. I'll die before I let go. Got it?
Oh, it has been.
I don't hold back for anybody. Bring it, kid.
With each fight, we both sold pieces of our soul. How many pieces do you have left, Marvin?
It shows violent dog fight violence, right?
Okay.
And it's bringing awareness to this stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He had asked, I said, yeah, go ahead and send it over. We pretty much let anything on within reason. And I saw the trailer when I did the approval the other day.
Well, the animation on it is very top notch. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, and the voice acting.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
George Foreman, who knew? And he's acting. Listen to, you could hear him.
Yeah.
And, just amazing. Good work.
$30 for the Blu-ray, baby.
Okay. So it's done. He's just selling the
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing's ready to go.
Wow. Good for
Yeah.
him.
Yep.
That's
Hey,
something you'd
yeah.
expect like an Angel Studio to run or something, depending upon the
Approximately
veras-
87 minutes running time.
veracity of the message, you know?
Yeah.
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 Cool.
I mean, this is right. I mean, come on. Like, dude.
I said
It's,
he's got name people doing the voice acting on this. He's got top-notch animation, and yet the pink and blue sites wouldn't allow it.
Yeah. So, you know, here's the thing.
There's something in there
I have never been more proud
to have your site.
to have my
Yeah.
site and do some of the work that I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then when I'm like watching, when I'm going through and looking at some of the books that are able to crowdfund
Yeah.
on this website that wouldn't normally have a home somewhere else. And, you know, like that, like there's no reason why that shouldn't be.
It doesn't make sense, especially if it's got a good message to it like that.
Because it's going to trigger someone.
It just doesn't make sense.
But you know what? Subject like that, you need to be triggered.
That's the same as like Watership Down, though.
Yeah.
You know, there's violence, there's a violent mission to it, but it's a statement really about how egregious it is. That's the impression I get from the work, at least. I don't think they're glorifying dog fighting at all.
Yeah, I mean, no, they're not glorifying dog fighting. They're trying to. Oh, I didn't realize these guys are from Jacksonville, Florida.
Look
that's
at that.
Dr. Murph.
It's got like nothing but cred on it, right?
Dr. Murph.
I'm not familiar with Dr. Murph.
He does the War Party book.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he's a art teacher, or a professor.
Still, it
over
baffles
there in
me.
Jacksonville. He's amazing, man. Dude's amazing.
Okay.
I lived in Jacksonville for 8 years and never got it, and never met
Dr. Murph.
Never met Dr. Murph. Like he was like in my backyard. I never
Hmm.
met him. But no, like
Yeah.
this movie.
It reminds me that I did a New York show one time. I think I told you, where I sat back to back to Lee Falk, and I never turned around to shake his hand, and I wish I would have.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry to
The things that we.
digress.
Yeah. You know, I find that there's too many regrets in life. Like after it's all said and done, like, you know.
Well,
there are
you
things
have to. Those aren't regrets; those are lessons.
Right. Well, yeah.
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 That's how you have to look at it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, you do have a point there. Well, let's welcome our chat in today. Looks like we've got Will from Creators Outlet in the house playing hooky from work or whatever he's doing. There's RJ. Good morning, fellas. And there's Josh. Hey, you guys got the link. Feel free to pop on in. And Infinite Entertainment. Josh is in the house. We'll show off some of his work today. And that's the only people that are spouting off and chiming the bells inside of the
The RJ wanted to know if the
chat room.
campaign was live.
It is not live
see
yet. It is approved but has not yet started. It's called Dogtown. It's just a little ways down.
It's
on the front
DAWG.
page.
Yeah.
Yeah, DAWG. It is just a little ways down that front page. And let me get back to that and I'll show it to you.
There's Atlantean right there on the top.
Right there. And right there it is. Right there on the edge.
There it is.
Starts on April 23rd.
Okay.
That starts today at
Is that
3
today?
p.m.
3 p.m., folks.
3 p.m. Pacific time. So noon today. Eastern.
You'll be able to catch that on the front page of fundmycomic.com for as long as it's active, probably.
Yep. And as soon as people start tipping it, it's going to go right
And
up
go right to the top. Yep.
Yeah. Dogtown's out today.
Wow.
Back that today. And I'm excited. He's only won $5,000. I think you'll get it.
Well, if everything is
we're
done
doing
on
really
it, he
well.
just
Yeah.
wants it to get out. That's his main
Or
concern.
speaking of Cecil, look at him sitting at 91,000.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Super Killers is doing really good with 41 already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Atlantean, man, I'm really proud of the work you've done on that.
Yeah, me
so,
too. Very proud of it.
and giant-sized two-fisted manly tales
Well, there we go.
are both reaching their end today.
Yes.
Two-fisted.
And I don't think we're going to leave it in store. So if you're going to get in on the Atlantean, do it now. Because the book is so close. We do. We put a different version of it on Amazon, though, than what's in the campaign. So the campaign has like a letters page in it. It has a Hatch comic strip in it, and a few other pinups and things that we don't put in the mass market edition. We try to keep those separate, just to thank the people that
just some specials
that buy in the campaign. Yeah,
just to make things nice.
Yeah, it's like that the omnibus book, the collection book that we're offering this time that collects Shadow Kingdom and Atlantean 1 and 2. That's not on Amazon or Barnes and Noble. That's only offered on the campaign. So for folks who want to catch up, there's a really easy catch-up tier in there where you can buy an omnibus for Shadow Kingdom and Atlantean 1 and 2, and then you get Atlantean 3 and 4 along with that. So you get everything that we've done to date. And I think it's like a $55 tier.
Very
but
cool.
that book's only available through the campaign. Thanks to Critical Blast. But not available in the campaign is that digest.
Ooh.
We can talk about later if you want. You said you had
we'll
news. News.
Yeah, we got some news, guys. Let's read the news. Indie Comics Unlimited Live preview. Avengers Armageddon #1 of 5 is coming out from Marvel. Publisher Marvel Comics. It's got a cover price of $5.99 on this sucker. 32-page full color. It's going to be rated T for teen. Writers Chip Zdarsky. And the artists are Delio Diaz and Frank Alpizar.
Chip Zdarsky.
Yeah, so Avengers Armageddon is the new event series by writer Chip Zdarsky and artist Delio Diaz and Frank Alpizar. It sets to transform Earth's mightiest heroes in a way not seen since Avengers disassembled. Spinning out Zdarsky's current run of Captain America as well as One World Under Doom, Wolverine, Weapon of Armageddon, and more. The long-awaited saga seems some of Marvel's greatest icons assemble against Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, a.k.a. the Red Hulk, whose takeover of Latveria put the entire world in jeopardy. When the dust settles on the cataclysmic showdown, a new era of Avengers begins, complete with a bold new lineup that includes an all-new hero with unrivaled power. Today, fans can see all the covers for the debut issue and special sneak peek. The new preview brings together heroes from all across the Marvel Universe, including the Fantastic Four Wolverine, Bucky Barnes, Namor, and the recently introduced Captain America, David Colton. The preview also reveals the terrifying new Hulk squad, one of the many ways Ross aims to keep Latveria in his tight grip. So I'm guessing that I haven't really read much of Zdarsky's stuff.
No.
My guess is Infinite Entertainment has. I'm curious, is this like their new Golden Boy? Because he's written a lot.
Zdarsky?
A lot of storylines going.
Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's going down.
They have a variant cover by Scotty Young, though.
Yeah.
How many variant covers do they have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, we're still doing the
it's quite a variant.
death by covers scenario.
Yeah. Well,
That's
we
a
know
goofy looking.
Wolverine and Spider-Man are on the team now. Anyway,
I'm not loving that.
is that a new costume? But that's a stupid costume if that's new for her.
It's a stupid costume, but I'm not loving the art on that one.
Oh, I see.
That's
It's a
Jenny
jacket. Holy
Jenny
crap!
Frison.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Boy, that could have been done better.
Well, it doesn't look like Marvel cover quality to me. It looks like someone did a quick draw pinup, and then it got colored by someone expensive.
Well, it could have been done.
I'm not loving that.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm not loving that. Okay.
That must be Scotty Young's, huh?
I'm game for that. Yeah, that is Scotty Young. Yeah, I'm game for that one. That was pretty nice. Oh, beautiful. Alex Ross, look at that.
Yeah, it looks nice. But they did tell him to just do an Avengers team.
I think
Just put your character, whatever character. Well, I've got this Avengers portrait that I've had around for, since 2008. How about if we use that? Okay.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Witness the origin of the end.
That's all right. That's all right.
It says this is the series that introduces their new superhero with unlimited power, the Plunger.
The Plunger?
Yeah.
Speaking of plungers, I got a sink that is clogged right now, and a plunger's just not going to do the job. I'm going to have to break out the snake.
Uh-oh.
Call me Drano, baby. All right, so this Hulk team does look kind of cool.
That looks like the Black Terror back behind him, but that's not who that is.
So you got 2 blue Hulks, 3 gray Hulks.
It's the Rainbow Hulk Squad.
Okay.
Oh, except for green. Yeah.
So there you have it.
Is that a white
There you
Hulk
have it.
there? It's not good.
It might be white. It's racist. All right. Anthony Morrow signs at IDW.
Will there be a yellow Hulk and a brown Hulk? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I almost made a bathroom joke.
Anthony Morrow sign. Yeah, there we go.
Just dropped a brown Hulk.
There it is. Just dropped the brown Hulk.
I'm so juvenile. You can tell I hang out with teenagers all day, can't you?
Send it to the microverse. Anyway. Yeah.
IDW Publishing has hired Anthony Morrow, formerly of Boom Studios, as talent and events manager. Morrow will be responsible for working with retailers and licensing partners on promotional events, store signings, and other marketing partnerships.
Is that Morrow or Moreau?
I don't know.
Anyway, okay.
Could be either one. I'm Hoosier. You're going to get what you get.
In charge
as well
of
as coordinating
stuff. Yeah, he's in charge of stuff. Morrow
stuff.
Will be responsible for working with retailers, licensing partners on promotional events, store signings, and other marketing partnership. We like our coffee black, as well as coordinating signs and other events with creators and managing logistics for industry events, such as Comic Pro, American Library Association meetings, Comic-Con International in San Diego, and New York Comic-Con. When
there you go.
Ob Driver asked if I was interested in joining the IDW marketing team, it was the easiest yes I've made in my career, Morrow said in a statement accompanying the announcement. Good for him.
Yes. Look at that neck tattoo. Hold on.
Yeehaw.
Dude, that's a tight neck tattoo. I don't know if he's earned that. If he's earned that, or if that's if he's hipster.
I'm settling on the hipster side, perhaps.
I don't know. We'll see.
But he is in, does he do any marketing at all? Yeah, he's doing marketing, so you never know.
Yeah. He began his career as a freelance journalist and then moved to the industry side when he joined Dark Horse Comics in 19 as public relations coordinator and moved up to PR strategist in 2022. He joined Boom Studios as marketing lead in 23. Was promoted to associate manager of marketing in 24. At Boom, he worked on Something Is Killing the Children, Berserker, and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, all widely successful releases, I might add. And he coordinated the 2024 Berserker panel in Hall H at Comic-Con. You know what? I think he knows what he's doing.
Could.
I think IDW has found themselves a good.
Outside of his marketing work, Morrow's a comic writer who's contributed stories to the EC Cruel Universe anthology and co-wrote the indie series Skull Masquerade.
Never heard of it.
Have I heard of? No.
Never heard of it. All right, Batman, City of Madness writer and Department of Truth artist team up for Art World thriller. Get ready for this, buddy. Ignitions, the patron mixes murder and the business of fine art. Batman City of Madness writer Christian Ward and Department of Truth artist John J. Pearson teaming up for the patron. New thriller set in the world of fine art. The story follows the sinister machinations
of Mr. Cherish, who supports emerging.
You know, it's been a long time since I've read the word machinations.
Well, they don't put it up there because it's hard for people to read.
Mr.
Cherish, who supports emerging artists and helps them build a career, then sees to it that they are young and spectacularly boosting the value of their work and ensuring a massive profit. The system works until it doesn't. Then a prospective protege victim gets wise and turns the tables. The theme of the series is reinforced by Pearson's painted artwork. Ignition Press will release the first issue on July 29th, 2026. With 2 open-to-order covers by Ward and Pearson, a 10-to-1 retailer incentive variant cover by N & RK, and an Ignition exclusive cover by Tula Lute. The patron was born over, excuse me,
over a curry.
The patron was born over a curry with John Harrogate many years ago.
Tell me these dudes are British without telling me these dudes are British.
Yeah, or Indian. Ward said in a statement accompanying the announcement, both ex-teachers and artists who have dabbled in fine art, myself and John, were talking over our Sagaloo. How do you talk over their Sagaloo? About the art industry and joking that at least our work would be worth something when we were dead, and ping, the spark that would become the patron appeared in one of the purest light bulb moments I've ever had.
The two of us today. Wow.
I'm just Freudian slipping on purpose, I'm sure. An art dealer who killed artists so that their work would be worth more.
So that's the whole story.
That sounds like a
Dang it, you gave
murder
away the
she
whole
wrote.
story.
With the patron, Christian has crafted a story that deals with multiple ideas effortlessly, added Pearson. On the one hand, it is a murderous tale of art, world exploitation, greed, love, and loss. On the other hand, it reflects on the customers and creators of artwork, the creative world of comics, art education, and our own entities and desires within it all. For a story like this, there is no other option but for me to create the artwork traditionally, painting each page and trying to push the narrative through a visual approach that hopefully lets you experience it all in a very tactile way.
Well, we're going to go to the gallery. And all we've got is covers. Painted
Looks
covers.
like a 1990s Vertigo book.
It really does, doesn't it?
It does. It's got that feel to it. And that's not a disparagement.
No, not at all. No, that is quite the opposite of a disparagement.
Yeah.
I told you they were British.
Chaps.
They were sharing a curry.
Harrogate. That's about
Harrogate.
45 minutes east for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Told you they were British.
There we go.
Look.
And they're working traditionally.
more curry
Glenn,
than
you'll be
anyone
happy
else.
for that. Yeah. They're working traditionally, one painting at a time.
One painting at a time. Ah.
That can't be. You know, I got to admit, I thought that was a female to start with.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's funny how they make his head so big, like an actual bug.
Yeah.
Because of the afro underneath.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's terrible. Oh, my God. Why's your head so big? Oh my goodness.
You can't make that. I mean,
you can't. Oh.
If you know black people with that kind of hair,
wow,
it don't go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't go away. Miles Morales is back in black and red for a new chapter with new creative team. Miles Morales is back in his classic red and black costume, and Miles Morales, Spider-Man #1 by Ultimate Black Panther writer Byron Edward Hill and Psylocke artist Nico Leon for what Marvel Comics is billing as the next era for the character. Miles is back in Brooklyn after an eventful trip to the Ultimate Universe, returning to the usual grind of school, family, and fighting supervillains, along with a potential new crush. But when a villain from his father's past with S.H.I.E.L.D. arrives on the scene, all of that is put in jeopardy. In a statement accompanying the announcement, Hill describes the new story as new villains, new allies, thrilling action, and a real exploration of that essential struggle of being a hero and maintaining a life connected to others.
They really
sure. I just want to see people fight bad guys.
They really need a better name for him, and a different name from what Peter Parker calls himself.
Right.
But anyway,
a better name, yeah.
R.I.P.
Frank Stack.
Frank Stack, pioneer Underground Comics, surgeon, artist for Picard and Brabner's Our Cancer Year. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, go for it, please.
Frank Stack, whose Adventures of Jesus is regarded by many as the first underground comic. I don't know about that, but here we go. Died on April 12th at the age of 68. In addition to his 88. In addition to his underground work, Stack was the artist for Harvey Pekar and Joyce Brabner's Our Cancer Year, and he was inducted into the Eisner Awards Hall of Fame in 2025. Stack was born in Houston, Texas on October 31st, 1937, and attended the University of Texas, graduating with a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in 1959. His first edited work in print appears to be illustrations for the story King in the winter of 1957 issue of Charlton's Campus Humor. In 58 to 59, while an undergraduate, he was the editor of the university's humor magazine, The Texas Ranger, where he published the early work of fellow student Gilbert Shelton, who would go on to a career as an underground cartoonist himself. In 62, Shelton, now the editor of the Texas Rangers, published Stack's comic strip The Adventures of Jesus, which also appeared in several alternative newspapers. In 64, Shelton collected about 40 of the strips in a photocopied zine and handed them out around campus. Stack, who had begun teaching art at the University of Missouri in 63, was credited simply as FS on the cover of that zine and soon adapted the pseudonym Fulbert Sturgeon for his comics work. Although it was not commercially printed and only 50 copies were made, many regard this as the first underground comic. Well, that's interesting. Shelton and another early comics creator from Utah, Jack Edward Jackson, a.k.a. Jackson, founded Ripoff Press in 69, and they published 3 issues of Stack's Jesus comics in 69 through 72, as well as 2 of Feel Good Funnies in 72 and 1984, and 2 one-shots, Amazon Comics in 72 and Dorman's Doggy in 79. Stack contributed stories to a number of anthologies during this period, including Jesus Goes to the Faculty Party and the Ripoff Press Review of Western Culture in 72. His work also appears in Blab, Ripoff Comics Weirdo, and the Swedish anthology Pox. Several of his comics also appeared in Drawn and Quarterly's self-titled anthology, the company's first publication in 90 to 91. Stack began contributing to Pekar's American Splendor in 87 with issue number 12. And in 94, he collaborated with Pekar and Brabnet on Our Cancer Year, which won a 95 Harvey Award. In the early 2000s, he contributed 2 stories to Eureka Comics Graphic Classics, an adaptation of the Ambrose Pierce story Justice in Graphic Classics 6 in 03, and Robert Louis Stevenson's Love, What is Love, number 11 from 2004. Eros Comics published Naked Glory, The Erotic Art of Frank Stack in 1998. In 2007, Fantagraphics collected all of Stack's Jesus stories, plus a new one in The New Adventures of Jesus, The Second Coming. And in 2015, they published a collection of Foolwork Funnies. His work was included in the 09 group exhibit Underground Comics, The Transformation of Comics into Comics at the Shazin Museum of Art at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. In addition to Stack studied at the Art Institute of Chicago and received his Master's of Art degree from the University of Wyoming. He was an art professor at the University of Missouri from 1963 to 2001, and his fine artwork was exhibited internationally as well as in the 2012 retrospective Frank Stack at 75 at the Missouri State Historical Society. He also had a brief film career playing Elderly Man in the 2010 horror film A Horrible Way to Die, and Old Man in the found footage anthology VHS from 2012.
I love that.
Stack married, fellow UT student and Texas Ranger staffer Robbie Powell in 1959, and the couple had 2 children, Joan and Robert. There we are. Frank Stack.
What a life, what a legacy.
R.I.P.
Hey, here you go. DC expands lead over Marvel.
Dun-dun-dun. Look at
Quarter
that
one,
happy
2026
Superman.
Market shares. For the second quarter in a row, DC Comics was the biggest publisher in the direct market, as measured by sales through Comics Hub, increasing its lead over Marvel Comics, which stayed stable.
Stable.
Stable,
Marvel
that's
Comics
very
and stable. Who knew?
Anyway. DC had a 34.7% share of the market in quarter one, opening up its lead over Marvel, which had a 29.4% share. In quarter 4, 25, DC and Marvel had market shares of 32.6% and 29.6% respectively. The increase in DC share seems to come largely from non-top 10 publishers, as that category shrank from 9.3% in quarter 4 of 2025 to 8.5% in Q1 of 26, a bigger swing than seen by any individual publisher. DC Absolute and DC KO lines are well as its Batman series continue to sell well in the first quarter. DC Marvel crossover, Superman Spider-Man #1, and a March release was the top-selling comic of the 3-month period in terms of both dollars in unit sales.
I have to interrupt here. If you want to scroll down or scroll up just a hair. Nope, the other way. There we are. The DC's share stems largely from non-top 10 publishers, as that category shrank from 9.3 in quarter 4 to 8.5 in quarter 1. How much of that is Diamond's fault, do you think?
100%. 100%.
From all of these publishers not having any cash to spend on print bills.
Well,
to even production money to make comics, let alone
we're
print
both
them.
good friends with Roland Man.
Mm-hmm.
Silverline Comics, DC, not DC, Diamond, DD,
mm-hmm.
DCD. They owe them a lot of money that
Mm-hmm.
they're never going to get.
Yep. Not
Small
as much as
publisher like
Dynamite.
that.
Not as much as Dynamite, from what I hear.
Right. But a small publisher like them, that
Could
doesn't
kill
man.
them. Yeah.
That doesn't, man.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, had we went ahead and moved forward with putting some product in,
we'd have been just as devastated as when we were after Liberty, if we'd have gone with them.
Yeah, we'd be screwed.
Absolutely screwed.
We would be screwed. We wouldn't be putting any new comic books out.
Incredibly close to destitute.
We wouldn't be putting any new comic books out this year, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
We'd want to, we wouldn't have the ability to.
Yeah.
Bad situation.
Well, thank goodness for
So
crowdfunding.
100%.
You know,
100%. That's where that dropped. That's why that drop exists. Those other comics aren't even available in the direct market anymore.
No.
So now they just are buying DC.
Yeah, that's it. Because what are they going to do? Buy more Marvel?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that would never
That's what
work.
I mean. And then DC at that same time kicks out their Absolute line, which is dark and yeah, abysmal. Well, if you like depression, you're good. Or realism.
Hey, these kids like the story. They like the art.
Kids like realism, huh? Yeah, okay.
They're getting the kids right now are getting into it. They like the stories. They're really kind of absurd too. Like Absolute Joker is like a monster.
Yeah.
Like a literal monster. It's funny. Yeah. Speaking of Marvel,
David Gabriel
is out.
You want me to read it?
Multiple news sources, including The Beat, have reported that David Gabriel, SVP Print, Sales and Marketing at Marvel Publishing worldwide, has been laid off as part of a round of layoffs at Marvel and its parent company, Disney.
Disney
Gabriel's
laid
on
off a
Marvel
bunch
comic.
of, yeah, they took a big chunk, like 1,000 people out of Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gabriel joined Marvel Comics in 2003 as manager, sales administration, publishing, whatever. Prior to that, he was president and founder of New York City Comic Book Museum. In 2005, he spearheaded a marketing push for House of M #1 that led to sales of over 200,000 copies. And in 2006, as VP, he worked a shift behind the counter at Orlando's Coliseum of Comics. Gabriel's what was that big deal about? As VP, he worked a shift behind the counter at Orlando's Coliseum of Comics. He wanted to see how the plebs existed or what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry. Gabriel shepherded Marvel through the early, often contentious days of digital comics and supported retailers with programs such as an improved website and the New Stories initiative for newly opened brick and mortar stores. Also on his watch in 2010, Marvel poked DC Comics by offering retailers free copies of the Siege #3 Deadpool variant in exchange for unsold copies of DC Comics that were part of the Lantern promotional rings campaign. And in 2017, his comment that what we heard was that people didn't want any more diversity, unquote, drew fire from many quarters. Although Gabriel later clarified that retailers were more concerned about the abandonment of core characters than the introduction of new ones. Marvel was the top publisher in comics industry for most of Gabriel's tenure until the end when he got fired. And in 2016, Comics Pros recognized him with its Industry Appreciation Award. Marvel did not respond to ICV2's request for comment. There was probably no one in the office left to do so.
No, nobody left to leave a comment.
Yep.
Dynamite to collect early Red Sonja stories in compact edition. Here's another one, guy. Here's another one.
Another compact edition. Yep.
Another compact edition. Coming out. It's 5.5 by 8 by 5. Paperback will be in 2026. $9. $9 on this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the only one that I saw when scrolling through the things. Where's the other ones? It seems like, and we talked about the Digester last week as well. Fables, Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, and more. Compact Comics. DC Comics will publish 8 new compact comic editions and a box set in the latter half of 2026, continuing the best-selling format that has helped boost its presence in both comic shops and bookstores. So we need to talk about this for a little bit before we get out of here. Okay? Zim your mic. You're muted.
Get that mouse over there. There we are. I said I got one.
Yeah, look at that thing.
Let me find a standard comic. I don't have one handy. Oh, nope. Here's a copy of the Atlantean, though, up against it.
Sheesh. Headless ain't pulling no punches.
Say what? Probably worked a few shifts under the counter, too. Ba-dum-bum.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. You know what that reminds me of?
But yeah, it's bigger than a standard digest. This is the digest that you'd find at the grocery store, like a Archie Comics digest.
Yeah.
These are a little bigger.
Yeah.
Than that. Not quite as thick, depending upon the content, I would imagine. But they have these the compact comics. I've seen them collect Watchmen, which is 12 issues, so it can hold a lot of content. This, I think, is a 6-issue miniseries, if I'm not mistaken, 6 or 4, that Frank Quietly and Grant Morrison did. I think it's a 4-issue miniseries. It's got some nice drawings in the back. It's got the pre-production work. It's beautifully done. Let me open it up to a page there. Readable,
Nice.
still readable.
Yeah.
And any smaller, it'd be a little rougher to read. You know, like the Archie.
You know what the measurement is on that one?
Digest. That's your 5.5 by, I think, 8.
5 by 8.5.
I'd have to get an actual ruler to see what that would be, and I don't think I have one handy here. Let me see. Nope, I don't. Sorry. Usually I do.
Okay.
But up against a standard paperback, it's bigger.
Yeah.
Your old style Walt Disney
Now
Comics
show me that
Digest.
next to your compact, your digest. See, I like the smaller one even
I do
more
too.
so.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
That Shadow Kingdom Digest is available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, any place where you can order books through the Ingram ordering system. So just look for Shadow Kingdom. But it's a fun book, and it's got the prose story in the back of the book as well for you to compare to it.
Yeah.
It's pretty close to what we did in the hardback version of the book.
All right, so
So
this
a little-
is the fastest growing.
It's a little bigger than the old digest that they used to do. They used to do these in digest. You'd find Teen Titans Go and like Justice League International books. A lot of them were released like this, 3 issues in a book. That was kind of nice. It was a nice format.
Yeah.
So
this is DC's fastest growing
yeah,
product right now.
I had never heard of W3 or We3, but I hadn't been going to the retail shops in a while. This looked like a great product to pick up.
So I'm wondering how much of their growth is also contributed to this new format.
Well, between
That
this
seems
and
to
the
be
showcase, the what DC's Finest is what they're calling them. They're doing DC Finest, which are like Showcase Presents, only in color and slick, beautiful white paper, nice glossy white stock. They're selling those for $35, and they're putting, I think it's 25 issues worth of material in each one. Like there's a Legion one out right now that you can get on Amazon that covers all of the Dave Cockrum Legion stories, which are phenomenal, by the way. Levitz was writing some of those, I believe, just as he started getting back into writing Legion again. But there is like the first 3/4 of the book is all somebody else, inked by Jack Abel, and a lot of that was written by Jim Shooter. And then it's
Right.
like they turned a switch, and Dave Cockrum comes in and he redesigns all of the characters into more modern outfits, and the Legion just takes off like crazy. And then Grell comes in after that, and that particular volume's first Grell story. But anyway, it's a great format. And between that and your And the compact format, I've seen Watchmen, I've seen V like this. They are all over Amazon. Just look for DC Compact Comics. It'll probably pop up all the different ones that they have. But there's a lot of them, and they're $10 a piece. So how can you go wrong?
So my question, I'm wondering what's keeping us from doing, these digest size books.
The real key problem is the middle link in the chain, and that's distribution. That's the real problem. They're not that, and the fact that there's the big corporations have such a stranglehold on the distributors and the distribution system through the direct market that it's next to impossible. I mean, you got people out there like Phil knocking themselves out trying to get indie comics into retail shops, and it's just not working because he's having to buck up against 30 some years of Diamond constantly telling these retailers that all you want to sell is Marvel and DC instead of anything that's hot or creative. You know.
So if we did like 124, let's just say 124 page book.
The Shadow Kingdom's 108.
108?
Yep. It is a lot of pages. It is.
That's $8 a book to have printed if you did like 100 of them.
$8 a book?
That's shipped. That's shipped from the printer.
Really?
It's like $8 a book, yeah.
Because we've got $9.99 on this. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We can't be making it for $8.
Well, I'm just saying from like one of the printers that I am familiar with.
Yeah. All right. Is that digest size or anime size?
Digest size. 5.5 by 8.5.
Oh no, that's this size. That's anime size. That's what we're talking here.
Okay. So you're even smaller than that. You're the 5 by 7.5, right?
Yeah.
Or are you the 5 by 7.25?
All right. You're gonna make me get a ruler. Give me just a second.
You're a 5 by 7.25, I think.
Let me get my tool drawer here. Cool. All right. It is it is 5 by 7. 5 by 7. Yep.
Okay. It's still $8. Still $8 a book for 100 of them.
Is it?
If I'm using 100 just as the order for a small,
This is 5.5 by
small press guy.
8.5. The DC Compact Comics are 5.5 by 8.5. This is 5 by 7. There was a while there that Dark Horse was printing Italian comics out of American translation, and those were coming out just a little wider and a little shorter than the We 3 book, or than the DC Compact Comics. That was a nice format too, but the material for this was made for that size, because that's the size that they come out in over there. Very large, very inexpensive volumes.
So let's do this. That's 5.5. No, let's do manga size. I'm looking at another option here.
You've got me curious now. I'm gonna have to go back and see what I paid for those. I do know there's a $9.99 retail on it though.
Well, yeah, if it's on Amazon, you may not be making much on.
Yeah. All right.
Like I've got books on Amazon that are priced pretty low. I'm not making anything on them.
Love this format though.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at some of the options here. We definitely want to do a heavier cover. pages. Your pages. On full color. Interior pages, we're going to do 104. Oh, that only goes up to 52 pages. So that's going to have to be on the graphic novel.
There's no page count there. The Walt Disney and Tarzan book here is 160 pages, or 108. Let's see if there's there aren't any page numbers in this DC book. Nope. We can Amazon it though.
No. So that's not I guess that's not the website to look through. They're not really given the option there. Yeah, so I mean, $8 a book. I mean, and if I tried to sell them for 10, I'm only making $2 on them. I mean, that's
not
terrible,
good.
But no, that's not doing business for me. But
No.
let's see what happens if we lower the pages down to, I don't know, let's do 80 pages.
So they've got New Frontier out as a compact comic, which I'm going to have to get.
And even at that, it's like $6.32 for
Darwin
100
Cook.
of them. So it's $6.32 for an 80-page book.
Also, that New Frontier is $10 as well. V for Vendetta is $10. They're all V for Vendetta is $9, $8.99. So they have to be making these someplace inexpensive. Let me see if there's a printed in notation here. Yeah, I'd have to get a magnifying glass for that.
If I did black and white, it's $6.28 a book. Yeah, I'm starting to like look at those prices, but what happened to the affordability of this?
It's got to be
prices went up in this since last time I looked.
Oh yeah, prices are always going up. The newsprint has got to start coming down here pretty quick. Library of Congress. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it printed anywhere. No notation. And the stock is newsprint, pretty much industrial newsprint on these. So they've had to have mass produced them in decent size numbers.
So, I mean, I'm just looking right now at like comic impressions.
Uh-huh.
Which is they've done a lot for like mainstream distribution, so they still do.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe they do less with Diamond being out of the picture, but so we'll just say, hey, we're gonna do a trade paperback. They start out at 80 pages. Standard size, they're $7 for 100 copies. It's $7.12 each, and that's economy standard shipping. If you want to increase the shipping, it goes up. Oh wait, no, that was not. That's just the price.
They must be in some sort of special printing agreement with somebody, because that Frontiers book is 416 pages. That New Frontiers book for $10.
Yeah, so I mean, they're probably getting them done overseas or in Canada or something.
You can't argue with the price.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to be difficult for us to be competitive, even if at a smaller price.
Right.
So I mean, what's the thought? Like what do we do?
We look for a less expensive format.
So what if we did like self covers, but we did them in like the digest, the 5x7? 5 by 7.25 manga size.
I don't know.
And we did like, say, 40-page books. What if we did those? You're looking at $2.90 a book.
It's about what the European market does. They do collections like that.
Yeah,
Like I said, like I showed that Dylan Dog book before. That was relatively thin. It was a nice volume. That was a good read. Let me see.
If you do standard comic, it's $3.30 a book. So yeah, I mean it's quite a big dip. But I mean, are we going to have a harder time selling a floppy that's in digest or pocket size than we would like a whole graphic novel? Like this is some of the things some of the questions.
I don't know. That's kind of a
that
personal
I get curious
choice
about.
thing, but I don't have a page count on this either. But it's the artwork in here is beautiful on that Dylan Dog stuff.
You know, and there's also there's also Comics Wellspring. Let me pull them up real quick.
Black and white too. You're not going to get
it looks good.
Much better price out of Comics Wellspring, I don't think.
Yeah, they're redoing a lot of stuff, and
their price structure to me has been disappointing for the last couple of years.
Yeah, I'm not. So we were actually talking with them about integrating something with Fund My Comic, and then they started telling me their pricing per book.
Yeah,
you know, to do on demand, and I'm like, we can't sell comic books at that price per book from the website for people. Like that's ridiculous. Like in order to make money, like you got to you literally have to double the cost, and to be selling like a 24-page for like.
Yes. Newsprint's gone up, but it hasn't gone up that much. I think there's a little bit of there's a greed factor kicked in here in the POD industry that needs to calm down a little bit.
Well, this afternoon I'm doing some research because I sell books through Amazon as a publisher through there, as you know. And I just got an email from them a couple of days ago saying that they actually can do full color now. That they can do. What's going on with my hair? Yeah, there we go. Let's fix that, dude. There we go. That they can actually do full color on the same paper.
Okay.
That they do like their regular black and white stuff on.
What are they? What the POD paper is pretty much typing paper, though, right? 50-pound stock bond.
So I've got a few books that I've written over here. Pardon me, just one second.
We're talking shadow or saddle stitched or hard or
perfect
bound. Yeah.
Perfect bound.
It's POD saddle stitch books to me just don't look 100%.
I do these devotions for.
Yeah.
Like
look at that. That's nice. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
And do all that stuff. Get all that stuff. I did this book. It's a men's devotional called "Let Your Yes Be Yes."
Yeah.
Right.
That's about the right size. What is that? That's about the DC compact size.
This is 5.5 by
5.5 by 8.5. Yeah, that's
yeah. This is
DC
probably what I'll
book.
wind up doing my stuff.
Yeah.
And then here's another one, The God Who Calls. Again.
Yeah.
This one I was like, I was still learning some of the stuff. Like I'm like, oh, that's enough space for me to put something on the spine. So I was trying to figure out like, learning and then ordering a few and then seeing what happens. But they're just like books for me to have pass out for my folks at church and stuff like that.
Sure.
So doing those, I just got an email. They said they can do full color now. And to other countries, not just the good old US of A. So I'm actually going to look into that this afternoon and see what my pricing can be on a full color interior book. Like if I were to set up the first Hybrids graphic novel minus a few extras in there, if I just if I just did the book, just the pages that are just congruently, just throwing the book together.
Yeah.
What the price is going to be and how we could do that on demand through Amazon's printing, and then order a copy and see how well they do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try that out to see if that might be a good option for a lot of creators, out there, because the thing is, I can sell a single book for like on demand through Amazon. Now, if I want to order my own set of books, I get a special creator price. They take longer to get to me, you know, but you know, they prioritize the website orders.
Yeah.
But I get a bulk of them for a reasonable price that I can have on hand.
Cool.
But it's always for less than what I'm selling the book for.
Right.
But they ship them to me for free.
Cool. Yeah.
So I don't have to pay for the shipping. I just pay for the book and they send them to me. Because it's all worked in, because they've already got all those mechanisms in place.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how we can do that. And then I'm wondering how I can leverage my role as an Amazon publisher for comic creators doing that. And honestly, I only did this whole thing because of my previous boss here. And most of you guys notice I'm in a different office. This is the director's seat for this. I'm the interim director till the end of May. And so we'll see if this sticks or not. But because we were starting to do more publishing things there with the Powerhouse, I became just an independent Amazon publisher under my own publishing moniker, you know. And I was publishing things for the Powerhouse and for myself, and so I can publish for anybody with anyone's company name on there. Doesn't matter, but I can put it up there and get it out there. So that's, you know, how can I leverage that for other people and help them out?
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be for everybody. You know, it might be for some people, but just the same as, like, you know, doing a digest size, it may not be for everyone.
Right.
But I'm wondering if like a digest size comic like Floppy wouldn't go over well. So, but who's going to be the first one to try it out and see if it works, right?
Well, there's, you know, back in the day, I guess you would say, they used to do ash cans about that size. 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper folded in half. You get a stapler from a long handled stapler from Staples and just put the books together yourself.
Yeah, I mean, if you can do it
after visiting a Kinko's, you know.
I mean, if you can do a sexier version of an ash can, you know, why not? Like, would people still want that?
I think there's still a market. I think there's a market out there for whatever format, as long as you just have to convince the people to buy it.
Really, what's the most important thing?
It's the entertainment value.
Right.
It's not necessarily. It's not the format. It's if they lose themselves in your story or not. Yeah. It doesn't matter what format it comes in. Just like I tell the students, see, that's about what this format is. Because 8.5 by 11, that's 6.5 by, and not even 6.5. That's 5.5 by 8.5.
Speaking of stories,
there you go. Yep. Cool.
This is Pawn.
Okay.
Yeah, we're working on Pawn. Infinite Entertainment should be out there somewhere. This is the latest page in that one, page 12. Done with this one for the week. Moving on to something else. And then next week, I'm doing a huge block of Call Sign Orion and Saga of the Sunset in the next 2 weeks.
There you go.
I like to take out like this small number of pages first that I'm working on. That way, once I get into the story, I can really be into the story.
This looks really good.
Like thanks. This is the cover I did for it.
Okay. Yeah.
Throw this badging back up there. You can see where the badges go.
Okay.
Got some energy in it.
Yeah.
Oh, Glenn wasn't here for last week's. I hand
Glenn,
lettered
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I hand lettered that. Glenn.
Back it up. So there you go.
Yeah. In order to interact with the logo in the best possible way, I just had to hand draw it.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah. Fabulous. Thanks, Glenn. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all about the stories. It doesn't really matter the format. We've chosen this format because it's what's standard. But right now, I kind of feel like we're in the
that's the way
Wild
comics.
West.
That's the way comics always were, though. It's whatever format comes off the presses that they can make. That's why they did Big Little books, is because at that point they could print it, so they did it.
Yeah.
In order to keep the presses running, you know.
All right.
That's
Man,
why
I
comics
really
ended
went
up at
overtime today.
the trim size that they're at, and why they started out. The Golden Age size is different than the modern size, is because of the printing press has changed between then and now. So
I really went overtime today because
we did.
I don't
It's
have
all
a
right.
busy afternoon. I don't have anything going on once I'm off of here.
I got to get to the gym, and then I have to polish the script for Atlantean 5 the next couple
There
of
you go.
days. So yeah.
Next week we'll talk about the the ability to sell on Amazon through something like what I'm doing, as an independent publisher through there. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that next week, as
All right.
well as the news. And then anything else that's fun that comes up, we'll think about that. In the meantime, you guys go over there, funmycomic.com, check that out. There is a beautiful book that's getting ready to close out today called The Atlantean. You're going to want to make sure you check that out. The Atlantean number 4. 50 plus
Please
pages.
do. Yep. 50 plus
yes,
pages.
you
Great
can
sword and
also,
sorcery
check out-
fun. If you enjoyed Conan, you're going to love this.
Yep. You can also check out Giant Size Two-Fisted Manly Tales number 2.
There you go.
Graphic novel. That's a big old book. Big old honking book. And then you've also got this new animation. You can buy a DVD, Blu-ray, of Dogtown the Movie. That launches today at noon. At noon over there on Fund My Comic. Go watch that trailer. It's definitely worth it.
Is that at
If you're
noon or
just catching
3?
us now, go back to the beginning and watch the trailer because we talked about it at the very beginning.
It's a nice looking
3
product.
p.m. Pacific.
Oh, there you go. It's noon Eastern then. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to
gonna
pay
be
attention to the P's. and
Available
the
here in an
D's.
hour and a half, folks. Yeah.
Yeah, an hour and a half. You guys can check that out. If you backed the Atlantean this morning, let us know and you can flip us the bird. Please feel free to flip Randy the bird as he tells
Please-
us where
Please
you can
flip me the
find
bird.
him.
Yeah. One day to go. Actually, you can find me on Facebook if you want to talk to me bad enough. And then you can go and catch me on my podcast. I do 2 podcasts a week when I'm, well, technically 3 now, counting Nerd Bacon. I do the Sunday Funnies at 9 a.m. on Sunday. These times are all Eastern Standard Times. On Sunday morning, we are looking at Akira, which is a iconic Japanese manga that it's just, most people have heard of it. It's an incredibly important work. And we are just finishing up book 2 this Sunday. And then tomorrow on Friday at 5 a.m., we do Comics by Night, where we do on both shows, we look through great sequential art and talk about it, analyze it, and let the conversation wander where it will, really. And this tomorrow, we're going to be going through Crime Does Not Pay number 66, which right at the prime period of Crime Does Not Pay, as they were amassing a huge readership. It's a true crime comic that really helped inspire the Comic Code Authority because of its level of realism. And thank you so
Did
much.
pick up a new backer this morning, by the way.
Awesome,
So there you
awesome.
go. Picked up
On
it.
the
There you go.
The Crime Does Not Pay. If you like old mobster movies, you're going to love this comic. So it's not necessarily for kids. It does have some violent content to it, but you'll enjoy it if you like those old Edgar G. Robinson and James Cagney mobster movies. This is a great title to read, and we go through and read a couple of stories from it. So it's a lot of fun.
Excellent.
Other than that, it's my anniversary this weekend. So
I'm here. I just do this. No, this is it.
35 years.
I literally no longer have the X app on my phone,
X?
and I
Oh,
rarely
okay.
check it on my computer. I deleted the
That's-
app.
And I hardly ever go there either. I
Well,
hardly go to Facebook anymore either, because Facebook is starting. It started out every like fourth or fifth thing in the timeline was an ad. Now it's every third to every other one are sponsored or an ad. It's just getting ridiculous.
I've spent so much time away, it doesn't know my algorithm anymore.
Oh, there you
And
go.
so when I go on, I'm just flooded with porn bots.
Oh,
So I'm like, I don't even want to sift through it and spend
I
the
hear
time
you.
doing that.
yeah.
You know, I actually, a lot of people don't know this, but early on in my marriage, I struggled early on with a pretty severe porn addiction, and about split us up.
Oh, that's
And
bad.
by the
Yeah.
grace of God and a lot of help and discipline, I was able to get through that.
Sorry to hear that.
And we were
Yeah.
able to get through that. And so to this day, I counsel men that are struggling with pornography addiction. And the last thing I don't need triggers in my own life
Mm-hmm.
to go back, you know, to for those things. And so I'm like, I don't have the time to sift through this app and make it not this.
I hear you.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just going to delete it. It's not even worth my time.
Yep.
So I deleted the app, and so it's not even on there. So if you are trying to message me, I know that right now I am streaming to X. No, I'm not there. If you message me on X, you're not going to get me. You have to email Luke@fundmycomic.com. That's how you're going to get me. No other way. Unless you've got my cell phone number, you'll get me there. Message me through social media, you're never going to find me. It's not going to happen. I value my privacy now. I'm so busy with Fund My Comic, and Fund My Comic created such a firestorm of hate that came my way and my family's way for comic books. Seriously. And I'm like, if this is what people act like for comic books, you know, who knows? You know, who knows? So, yeah, you're not going to, if you message me through social media, it will go unanswered. You must email me, Luke@fundmycomic.com, or support@fundmycomic.com. I also read that email, as well as a couple others. But I will likely jump right on those and get back to you as fast as I can with those. And if you are one of the privileged people to have my cell phone number, shoot me a text or phone call. And I'm more than happy to pick up and chat. If I don't know the number, I might screen you. Just leave a message. In fact, to be honest with you, I do kind of like AI a little bit. I've got an AI assistant on my phone that literally screens all of my phone calls and asks, hey, what are you calling for?
Mm-hmm.
Before it bugs me. So then I know, like, okay, this is what I'm jumping into. So I can figure out whether or not I want to answer the phone or not. Because if it's a creditor, or a
Right.
or a telemarketer or something like that, it's like, I'll pay you on Friday, and
or a wacko.
I don't want to buy anything. Right. So you got to screen those guys out.
You do.
Yep. All right. Well, that is that's our show, guy. That's it. Guys, remember, build up when you tear down. Leave that woodpile how you found it. Let's find new and creative ways to go out there and make the world a better place. Insert your creativity into the eye and ear holes of the world.
And if you love comics, talk positively about comics. There's enough trolling and anti-socialism going on in those anti-social platforms. That love goes a lot farther than hate in the long run, believe me.
Yeah, we're not going to do that hate thing here anymore.
Yeah.
Not going to do it. So guys, remember, be careful out there.
Let's be careful out there. Let's be careful out there. We had a 187 at the 7-Eleven on the corner of 4th and Main. 2 Caucasians of the male persuasion put a bullet through the cashier's brain. Moving on. was a 459. 2 ADWs, a GTA, and several miscellaneous crimes. Homicide.